Hello.
Hi.
My name is Modar Salama. I'm a percussionist from Syria. And when I was child, 9 years old, and then I heard sound from outside, and that sound was for a marching band. And then immediately I looked up, and then it's amazing. It's what happened. It's just I fall in love with this sound, the marching band, and the percussion section, and I wanna do it with them. And then my brother has a friend, and he is playing in this marching band. And then he asked his friend, can he do it with you? And he said, okay, maybe, because it was for secondary school, which is I was in elementary school. I'm 9 years old, and then he tells him, okay, he can do it with us. And then I was very happy, and it's excited to play with marching band and with percussion, and that was my dream when it became true for the first time. And then I was short, and everybody was very tall, and then I had the small snare, the traditional snare drum, which is from normal skin, and I was playing all the time with them, and soon I feel it's a dream for me. And I keep going to the marching band, and then I played until I'm 15 or something, and then my father has a customer who is also a music teacher in music school. And in that music school, there was teaching music. Where really, I mean, it's of course they teaching music, but I mean it's they give the education music. And then my father tells him about that, and then he said, okay, maybe he can come and we test him. They test me, and then maybe he can be part of this music school. And then I passed the test, and I start 1 year for solfège and theory, which is the first year without any instruments. We studied no instrument, just solfège and theory. And then in the end of this year, you have to decide which instrument you wanna choose. And then I said, okay, I wanna drum set. I wanna play drums. And they said, okay, but we don't have a drums teacher. Oh. And then it's okay. What I gonna do? And he told me which instruments you have in your house. And I told him, okay, my brother has a guitar on the wall. And okay, maybe maybe you start playing guitar. Okay, cool. And then I start taking lessons, guitar lessons. It was nice because it's for me the first time I'm learning melodic instrument, but I was really in the percussion. I love this percussion. I love this powerful, the powerful of rhythm and this kind. And then I found out in upstairs in the institute, in the music school, there was a drum kit, it's sitting in the hooky. Yeah, and then okay, I asked the teacher, can I try it? And he told me, okay, why not? And I put the drum set here, the bass drum here, and the hi-hat here, and the snare here, which is, it's not the right order. And I start playing snare and pushing the pedal. I'm playing just the march thing, what I learned in the marching band. And it's nice, but it was so difficult to make feelings or something, and also it feels not right. But I keep going and playing in that setup, this setup. And there was in strings orchestra, not orchestra, for children, and they asked me if I can play with them. And then I said, yes, please. And I start playing with them, and once there was a relative, somebody related to the student, and he was playing drums also, and he told me who putting this setup, and I said, I don't know. And he told me the order has to be, here is the hi-hat, and here the snare, here the bass drum, and oh, it feels more right, because I don't know, just I saw it on television, and I think it's like that. And then next week I start in the new setup, and I found it's really nice to play this way. It's much more easier, logic. And then the manager of the institute changed, and my father, friends of my father, he became the manager, and he was open-minded, and he for new ideas and new instruments, and he said, okay, I will give you also, I will give I will bring drums teacher and contrabass teacher for an extra, how we say it, extra instrument. I mean, it's like I have to play guitar, but also drum. I can play drums, and then it was my happy moment, which is, and also my dream became true for the second time. And then this the teacher who came, who was his name Simon Mreish, and he was famous in that time in Syria. He playing with a band. It's famous. It's called Kilna Sawa, which is mean all together, right? Yes. Yeah. And then he plays really well, and okay, I get 6-7 lessons with him, and then he has to leave the institute, and then my age was 16 or 17, something like that. And then I found out there is in the Higher Institute of Music, which is like conservatorium here. Yeah, there was a percussion class, and okay, I want to go there, and then when I learn music, real music, and then I found out there is just classical Western, which is marimba and timpani and snare. But okay, still I'm on it, in it, these things. And I start preparing myself, because for me was the first time I saw the marimba. It's in that time, and then I practiced for 1 year, and I made the how you say it,
Entry exam.
Yeah, exactly. Entry exam, and I pass it, and then I start my officially studying in the Higher Institute of Music in Damascus. Yeah, and then I had to play classical music again, which is, in that time, in the beginning, I mean, I found it's okay, it's nice, but it's not my thing to be rhythms and rock music. I like the rock music and funk music. I found it so energy give me. Yeah, but I have to play Bach yeah. But really now I love Bach. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, and at that time it was the rule in the institute. It's not allowed allow the student to play outside the institute without permission. Yeah, so thanks. Permission, and but there was our manager was quite a bit open-minded, and just he ignored us when he saw us playing or something, and then I started playing with funk band and rock band with drum set and this power and thing. Yeah, and all the time actually it's still this instruments traditional. It's part of it. It's I like to play it, and I found it's really nice instruments, and also it's traditional. Yeah, and then in 2004 or 2005, something like that, the jazz scene in Syria became more active, and they brought a lot of bands from Europe and from America, not a lot. Yeah, and we had workshops, and actually the workshops was with European musicians, and I don't know why I thought it's European, and then they are most of them they are Dutch from here. Yeah. This is I found out later here actually. Yeah, and in 2011 I was playing in a gig, and there was an audience, and this audience was a girl, and then we after the gig we talked a bit, and we had the Facebook contact, became Facebook friends, and then and she left, and I stayed in Damascus till 2014, November 2014. I had 12, thanks. Yeah. Yeah, 12. I left the country, to Cairo, and then in the Christmas, I remember in the Christmas we talked to each other through Facebook. Hey, how are you? Are you still alive? Hey, how's family and everything? Okay, yeah, it's good. I'm in Cairo, and then we had we talked, and we saw each other a couple of times, and then we fell in love. I felt in love. Yeah. And then in 2014 I moved to the Netherlands, which is here because of love. And I had just I left the instruments in Damascus because it's because of two things. First, I don't want to believe I will go forever or for a long time, And the second, it's I can't take everything with me. Just I took a couple of instruments, and then when I came here to Amsterdam, and I had the Rick, which is this is small instruments. Yeah, it's like tambourine. Yeah, but we play it in different. Maybe I will show you something small. It's just a traditional way to play it, and here I maybe like what I did in the music school. Maybe I will make a new setup here and this, and because also this instrument, I feel that also it's more close because you use your hand, not sticks. Also, it's give you, for me, it gives me really nice feeling. It's so close, and now I would love to show you some small things from small setup, not all the setup on this instrument. Sorry, it's called in Arabic called in Syria it's called Modar, and frame drum, which is frame drum here, and I hope you enjoy it. Yeah, and here is shaker. Maybe two. Somewhere. The Western.